October of 2024. Purposeless, undisciplined, unmotivated, detached, lonely, depressed, and a mere shell of my former self. These are all words that I'd use to describe where I was at this time 6-7 months ago. I had a lot of really shitty and stressful things that were happening to me around this time that I eventually allowed to push me into one of the worst depressions of my entire life. I would wake up, immediately pull out my phone and start scrolling, lay in bed for the rest of the day, watch hours of brain rot content on YouTube, eat shit food, jerk off, and this cycle would repeat itself day after day after day. No structure, no routines, no workouts, because whenever I try to work out, I'd end up vomiting because of how shit I was treating my body and mind at the time, and no purpose in my life whatsoever. If this sounds similar to where you're currently at, my friend, then I want you to stay to the end of this video, because these 5 tips that help me transform from this to this in 6 months' time are not only gonna better your life, but also potentially save it. Tip number 1 would be to find strong purpose for yourself again, because I'm guessing with where you're currently at and how you're currently feeling, you're missing that important driver, that thing that gives you a reason to start putting in the hard work again. This will essentially act as the foundation in which you can begin to work upon building up your life, building up to the person that you can be, your character, your discipline. Who do you want to inspire? What message do you want to spread to the world? Who do you want to be? A house is only as good as the foundation that it's built upon, my friend. You want to not only put in the work, but you want to put in the work with a strong effort as well. Number 2, you need to put in good, consistent efforts into what you're passionate about, who you want to become. It's going to be hard to put in that first workout. It's going to be hard to start readjusting your mind to doing the hard work again, because more likely than not, at this stage, your dopamine receptors are still fucked. You have to start adjusting your mind to the delayed gratification again, getting the reward at the cost of putting in the hard work first. Your mind is probably so accustomed to just scrolling TikTok. Your mind is probably so used to watching hours of YouTube, eating junk food, jerking off. I want to leave you off with one more thing on this, because this is something that helps me personally more than anything when it comes to choosing the hard work over the quick, short-term pleasure. The road to hell will often feel like heaven, but the road to heaven will often feel like hell. Tip number 3, you must start implementing proper routine and regimen back into your life again. Have a certain time or small window of time that you plan to wake up at in the morning every single day. Start the day out doing the things that you don't want to do, but you know in the back of your mind are good for you. For example, every morning I wake up, have a little breakfast, go upstairs, brush my teeth, hop into the cold shower for at least a minute. After I've dried off and gotten dressed, I hit a 10-minute meditation. Then after my meditation, I go over some positive affirmations and motivational words on my phone for that morning. This all essentially allows me to be in a more calm, willing, motivated, and peaceful mood for the rest of the day. It also allows me to have an easier time putting in the hard work when I need to, because I've already done the hard work in the morning, and that will carry out for the rest of the day. I implement gratitude journaling sessions at least 3 times a week during the day, where I essentially just write down 5 things that I'm grateful for, and then I read it over 2 or 3 times. Gratitude journaling serves as a great reminder to myself of all the good things in my life, and it allows me a chance to reflect upon and appreciate them more, as well as think about them. Lastly, I have a nighttime routine that consists of a warm shower, followed up by 5 minutes of stretching, 5 minutes of meditation, and it ends off with me reading a book for at least 30 to 60 minutes every night. The nighttime routine allows me to unwind and feel more tired and relaxed for the night to come, which results in better sleep. Tip 4 would be to eliminate the things that are currently in your life that you feel are holding you back from reaching your highest potential. This could be anything from negative influences, bad friends, bad habits, or simply just apps on your phone that you feel are distracting you. For me personally, I mainly struggled with a little bit of a social media addiction. So I firstly installed a screen time app to significantly over time limit the amount of time I spent on these apps throughout the day. Over time, I've managed to lower the limits further and further, to the point that now I spend well under an hour and a half a day on social media total. You could also just simply eliminate certain apps altogether. For example, I made a video about a month back discussing how important it was for me personally to delete Snapchat. When it comes to people, I've sort of just simply tried to avoid direct contact with certain others. I honestly don't have too many people who I would inherently say I'm close with, so I didn't really have to make too many adjustments or decisions in this regard. And last but certainly not least, tip number 5 would be to start surrounding yourself with more like-minded individuals. This could be anything from Discord groups to online communities, or any sort of group calls you're able to manage to get yourself into. I've only just recently entered this chapter in my journey, and a big step that I've made in this regard as of recently was joining my boy Luke's online school community. It's really important to learn from other people and take in other like-minded individuals' perspectives. Not only does it grow your knowledge, but also brings you closer and connects you with those type of people. Right, so I hope this video helped you today, my friends. If you're going through something similar to what I was going through about 6 months ago, then I just want to remind you that you're not alone. So many people are stuck caring and worrying too much about what other people will think of them, keeping them stuck in this unfortunate reality that they've created for themselves without doing anything about it. You, my friend, by simply watching this video up to now, have taken one step in the right direction for yourself towards breaking out of this relentless cycle, so long as you implement everything I've told you in the same or at least a similar order. Keep putting in that work towards becoming at least 1% better each and every day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Woo!